Hi, I'm Tony. I'm the creator of Probiotics, and we just recently announced the release of an ebook that's a complimentary addition to the purchase of a bottle of Probiotics. The ebook was put together by a good friend of ours named Dr. Al Pleckner. Dr. Al's an awesome guy. He's been in practice, if you can believe it, since 1966. And the book is called Probiotics, Yeast, and Enzymes, the Building Blocks for Your Pet's Health. What I wanted to do is kind of delve into the first section on probiotics to capture some of the highlights and expand upon those ideas so you have a good understanding of probiotics and how they can benefit your health. I'm going to read from the book here. One of the first statements: in today's world, it is becoming more important to help those humans and animals that are exposed to all the daily adverse environmental exposures that help create many diseases. The natural microbes that live in the body are also being slowly destroyed by the abundant use of antibiotics, whether prescribed or included in the foods we eat and feed our pets. Very important statement there. Some background on probiotics. In 1907, a researcher named Eli Metchnikoff determined the dependence of the intestinal microbes on the food makes it possible to adopt measures to modify flora in our bodies and replace the harmful microbes with useful microbes. Very important discovery. So here's some key issues. Probiotics must be alive to work. Here's another statement from Dr. Al. The scientific world is concerned about the manufacturing techniques that will allow a probiotic viability, reproductivity, stability, and the ability to survive an intestinal environment. So as a side note, Probiotics uses tested strains that have a very long survival time, up to 2 years. There are also some minimum requirements for determining if probiotics actually will be effective. You've got to test antibiotic resistance patterns, assessment of certain metabolic activities, side effects, adverse incidents in users, and the strain must be tested for toxin production. There are actually some products on the market that have pathogenic forms of bacteria, which is just not a good idea, and they're some of the top sellers on the market, so be very careful of those. So real quickly, probiotics are used to help a lot of the following diseases: allergies, diarrhea, can help blood pressure, immune function with infection. It helps shore up the immune system, especially in animals, irritable bowel syndrome and colitis, eczema, and it also helps with vitamin production, which are just a few of the things that it can benefit. Probiotics do come in various forms. A lot of the ones you see on the market are actually fermented dairy products. We don't have any dairy products in probiotics. They're soil-based and yeast-based organisms. And in closing this out and kind of rounding the thoughts out here, here's another statement from Dr. Al. As our world progresses, so do the environmental contaminants. And he gets into a whole list of radiation, heavy metals, insecticides. There's just so many things that adversely impact our health. And one final statement: the probiotic of today is meant to help prevent disease while also providing help for those who have already suffered from the damaging effects of their environment. So hopefully the overview of this first section in our publication gives you a good understanding and insight into what probiotics are all about. We're going to continue this process in later videos to delve into some of the additional information in the publication here. So hopefully you enjoyed what we put together today. We also offer to everybody that watches these videos a pretty substantial discount on Probiotics of 35%. There may be a link that pops up in the video. Click on that. You'll get the discount immediately. If the link's not there, depending upon where you're viewing the video, you can actually go to our website, probiotics.com, and you'll get the discounts there. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.